Hey, yo, crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of equator to 37 degrees east of the central meridian. We're right in the cryptographic middle of the earth. Today, you're joined by me, Scholastic Mugi, and I come to you every day at 1200 hours Coordinated Universal Time, UTC, here on the Ubrican channel. You're just in time. So today, we start with an interesting segment, which we're calling Crypto Word of the Day, where we define the term of the day. And today's term, we will define cryptocurrency. Next up on our segment, our second segment will be on crypto news. We tell you exciting news for the crypto world made during the G20 Summit 2019 that was held in Osaka, Japan on June 29th. And lastly, on Ubrica today, a segment that we have on this show, we tell you about Ubricoin's new listing. So let's get on right to the meaning of cryptocurrency. And according to Wikipedia, a cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange that uses strong cryptography to secure financial transactions, control the creation of additional units, and verify the transfer of assets. So, in simple terms, cryptocurrency is digital money. Now, moving on to our next segment of the day, which we're calling the crypto news. And as I mentioned earlier, we discussed today the G20 Summit stands on cryptocurrency. So, as we observe an article on Cointelegraph and written by Adrian Zmudzinski, and I will read a part of it, and it says that G20 leaders reaffirmed their previous stance towards cryptocurrencies in a declaration following the G20 summit in Osaka on June 29th. In the declaration, the G20 leaders state that cryptocurrencies do not currently constitute a threat to monetary stability and that technological innovation can deliver significant benefit to the economy. So the keyword here is cryptocurrencies do not currently constitute a threat to monetary stability. Now, to help us understand the implication of this is the CEO of Ubrica, Dr. Masharia Waringe. He is a medical doctor and a doctor of philosophy in health administration. Karibu sana daktari. Thank you very much for joining us, daktari.
Thank you so much, Scholastic Mbogi.
Yes, it's an honor to have you on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, and thank you for sparing your time for us.
Mhm.
So, as I mentioned to our viewer, we're talking about the G20 Summit and its implication on cryptocurrencies. So, briefly tell us your view on what happened exactly on the G20 Summit and why is it exciting news to the crypto world?
Bon, in
Yes.
order for us to understand why it is very exciting, is to know who is G20.
Yes.
G20 is a group of the most wealthy nations.
Yes.
That means they carry all the money. Yeah.
Indeed.
So if the G20 people who are people who carry all the money, and we're talking about fiat currency,
Yes.
they're the owners of the US dollar, the euros,
Yes.
the Japanese yen,
Yeah.
all those companies, all those countries,
Yes.
the about 20 richest companies in the world, they all group together
Yes.
like a bunch of bandits.
All right.
And they gather, and of course this year they were gathered in Tokyo, Japan.
Yes.
And they said that cryptocurrency does not constitute a threat to financial stability.
Sure.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Because if the G20 guys say that cryptocurrency is not good, it constitutes a threat to financial stability, then we would have to see a war between cryptocurrency and the fiat currencies.
Indeed.
And so we tell all the people who are holders of cryptocurrency that is great news, and that is a big plus, big up for all cryptocurrencies, beginning with Bitcoin, going to all the altcoins, and coming all the way to where we are right now with UBN. So UBN is having a bash.
Indeed.
And the UBN holders should celebrate that because cryptocurrencies do not constitute a threat to monetary stability in a nation.
Yeah.
Central bankers were worried, were saying that if people made cryptocurrencies in a nation, the the money is going to become unstable. Now we have heard it straight from the G20.
Yes.
It's in a declaration they made in Osaka, Japan on June 29th.
Yes.
Cryptocurrencies do not constitute a threat to monetary stability.
And this is a declaration in 2019.
That
so
just
it couldn't
2 weeks
even
ago.
get better.
It can't get better.
Yeah.
Just a week and a half ago. So that's really good.
Yes.
And they also said that cryptocurrency represents technological innovation that can deliver significant benefit to the economy. Yeah.
Wow.
And that can deliver significant benefit to the economy. And I want to show you two examples of how UBN is heading towards delivering significant benefit to our own economy.
Yes.
Number one,
Yeah.
we cannot have cryptocurrencies without smartphone.
Sure.
We know that it's not everyone here in Kenya who has got a smartphone.
Oh yeah.
So what do? We set aside 200 million Ubricoin
Wow.
to work with a smartphone company.
Yes.
Say some company like Samsung.
Yeah.
So that we can deliver telephones to the 14 million families in Kenya.
So that now they can get to in the cryptocurrency space and
That's
participate.
Right. It's no use having a UBN around and there's no smartphone.
Oh yeah.
No one
it
can
doesn't
use
really
it.
make sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. It's very important. It's like having a lot of shoes, but people don't wear shoes because they have nowhere to go.
Or maybe they don't even have the legs. You need to have the legs to wear the shoes.
That's
ultimately.
it. So what we are talking about is that we have to work with telephone companies.
Yes.
I think one of the major barriers to telephone distribution, like smartphone distribution, is their cost.
Yeah.
If we can now inject 200 million UBN to that process, we can reduce the financial burden to the telephone companies and the families, so that we meet the families halfway and they're able to get the telephones at a discounted price. So we're entering into negotiation with a large smartphone manufacturer, so that we can have telephones distributed all the way down to every village.
Yeah.
And you know what's important about this? Ubrica project itself is a health project.
Yeah.
A smartphone can help us produce health very fast, and we achieve what's called universal health access.
Indeed.
So we are talking about universal health access using the smartphone. Now, the feature phone is very nice, the one that you use USSD code.
Yeah.
But a smartphone is even better because it can host digital wallets for cryptocurrencies.
Indeed.
So when G20 comes and says these things don't represent a threat to the economy, and of course they represent significant economic innovation, that would be very good, because encouraging we can go out working uninhibited. We should not be worried about repercussions from anyone, because there's not going to be any repercussions on conditions that we are doing work that is good. Of course, G20 is concerned about money laundering and all those criminal activities.
Yeah.
Ubricoin specifically for health production, there is no criminal work going on. It is just that we have to make sure that we stay in the course and we work with major telephone companies to reach all to the very bottom. You know what's good news?
Yeah.
Is that Samsung say that the latest release of their phone comes with built-in cryptocurrency wallets.
Wow.
Yes.
Then this is getting better and better as we move on. Wow.
So all we need to do is go and talk with Samsung and in good partnership.
Yes.
And with a 200 million UBN, that will be quite possible. Yeah. Then some other interesting news about this economic benefit, significant economic benefit.
Yeah.
Just today, we have completed a land transaction using UBN and registered that land on the blockchain here in Kenya.
Wow.
It is the first ever African land transaction conducted on blockchain. And of course, the blockchain itself issues the title deed transaction hash. That's a lot of exciting news, and things are going forward.
Things are moving on forward, and they're moving on well. And I love the fact that Ubricoin comes in handy to cater for especially the people in this country. Because in this nation, we focus on the main problems is health. Now, if you also now come in and collaborate with the big smartphone companies and then give them affordable smartphones for the digital money, it's going to be excellent.
And they don't have to be cheap smartphones. They're well done smartphone because there's cryptocurrency to pay for that. I think what is happening, there wasn't enough money in the economy. So the phones that people could afford are just simple phones costing maybe 900 shillings. That's like $9. $9 phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small feature phone. But now with enough UBN,
Yeah.
we can make money available for smartphones for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everyone can now have a chance to interact with the digital wallet and have a chance to have Ubricoins.
That's it.
Yeah. Wow, that is so nice. Thank you very much, Dr. Masharia. I think for our discussion today, it's going to have great impact for our viewer,
Yes.
and we welcome them to learn more about the G20 Summit and find out why we're saying that it's not a threat anymore to the monetary stability.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're most
It
welcome.
was an honor having you. We look forward to hosting you again.
Thank you so much, Carlos.
All right, thank you so much. So there you had it, our dear viewer. We have even greater news from the G20 Summit, and we bring the good news home with our own Ubricoin. And as you have heard from our very own CEO of Ubrica, he has stated that we are going to collaborate with the big smartphone companies who will help us get an affordable smartphone for you, our dear viewer, to be able to have a phone where you can have install a digital wallet so that you can acquire the very precious coin which we call Ubricoin. So next up on our third and last segment, we talk about Ubrica today, and the happenings of Ubrica today is that we have the new listing, and our new listing exchange platform, we're calling it the Either Flyer. So tomorrow you'll catch me so that we can elaborate further on what we mean by exchanges, and we will be listing some of the exchanges where the Ubricoin has been listed. And because this is really good news for us, because as we continue listing Ubricoin on more exchanges, this means that the price will rise and stabilize. So catch me tomorrow, guys, as I tell you other exchanges where Ubricoin is where you can trade Ubricoin on. And thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow, guys. Ciao.